Welcome to Keeler Gardens. So on this beautiful summer day, because it is summer,
Finally looks
summer.
a little like summer.
Yeah, finally feels and looks like summer. We are going to take you on a little tour of our pollinator habitat here at Keeler Gardens. So we're going to start here. There's 3 sections, a south section, a center section, and a north section. We're going to start in the center because of the pretty sign. Welcome to Keeler Gardens. And I just want to walk you around and give you a little bit of information so that you're familiar with the plants. And if you want to take a little tour on your own, you've got us to help you with what's what.
So it's a self-guided tour with you hosting it?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Great.
And we're walking and we're walking. So starting here around the sign, we have some asters and mint. And yes, mint does go crazy, so we just keep it reined right in here, all right? As we go, you'll see, and if you could put the camera on the sign, you'll see that there are lovely little signs on most of the plants in our pollinator habitat. It's not clear, is it? Is it? Oh,
No,
it's clear,
it's
great.
clear.
So, and if it's unclear to you what the signs are referencing, please leave a comment and we'll clear it up for you. So we've got a little blue stem, like a little blue stem. This is the little blue stem right here.
Yes, okay.
Yep. And we've got Asclepias syriaca back there.
Better known as milkweed.
Common milkweed, right?
Okay.
We've got some golden oregano here. We've got some Asclepias incarnata, which is like the rose or swamp milkweed. We move along. We have these asters. These actually are ones that aren't labeled. These are dotted throughout. Things do repeat too. You'll see here we have a little lavender. And although we do have lavender elsewhere that's labeled, it doesn't have to happen to have a label here.
And where is the aster?
This is the aster here.
Oh, behind the lavender. Got it.
Aster, lavender.
Gotcha.
And this one does have a label. This is a hazelnut. Okay. These guys here are volunteers, a little drift. They are Oenothera, sundrops, and we have those dotted throughout. The flower is actually yellow. You can see it over there.
Ah, gotcha.
And if you'll zoom in here, Ed, this is also an aster, but look, it's been cool, so they're actually blooming early. We're hoping if they actually bloom, we'll have a bloom, we'll cut it back, and we'll bloom again.
Great.
So right now we're near the 3rd week of June. If you come by and it's not the 3rd week of June, things are going to look a little different. But you can still use the self-guided tour that I'm leading. Okay. So not a pollinator plant, but we added it in because it was already here, is this this geranium, cranesbill geranium, but not a native, but a pollinator plant is this catmint, this Nepeta. This is a native. This is penstemon. There is Zambuca in the back. Zambuca.
That's
It's actually Zambucas. It's elderberry or elderflower.
We're talking about
the large shrub with the white umbels.
Got it.
Clusters. I call it Zambuca because it makes the Zambuca liqueur.
Gotcha.
So it is elderberry or elderflower.
I lost my microphone.
Ed is no longer mic'd. We have a different kind of
That's
penstemon. This is a digitalis, and that is the hirstus.
So for those of us that don't know as many plants, can you be more specific than that?
Oh, the purple flower there is the penstemon hirstus.
Okay.
Hirsitus, I believe.
Easy for you to say.
Correct. So that's the hairy beard's tongue.
Okay.
This is the foxglove beard tongue.
I thought you were going to say the shaved beard.
Okay, got it. That's the common names.
Okay.
Okay. Let's just keep rolling along. Again, more aster here.
Okay.
These are, again, we're here already, not necessarily for the pollinators, but a lovely plant. This is Kirinshoma,
and
yellow wax bells.
And that is, can you put your hand on a leaf? So
yellow wax bells.
Great.
See, these are going to be the yellow wax bells.
Excellent.
Down below, as a ground cover, we have a wonderful native sedum ternatum. It is a shady sedum. It grows in the shade, which is special. This is baby Joe pieweed. Back there we have Short's aster. Over here we have an apple mint.
An apple mint?
It's apple mint. It's got a slight apple-y flavor. It's a cultivar.
Okay then.
Yeah. And then you can barely see it because they're little lanterns columbine.
Am I zooming in on the right thing here?
Yes, you are. And then if you go up there, you'll see the seed pods.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, we're going to come around the corner. Again, lily of the valley, not necessarily for the pollinator habitat, but a lovely accent that was already here. I'm back. As we come around, there's more sedum. We do have some labels.
Multicolored one
This
here?
is Pulmonium reptans, Stairway to Heaven. It's a variegated Jacob's
like you
ladder.
had a cue card almost on that one.
Exactly. So you can find many of these signs around, but we wanted to give you a little tour.
And where did these signs come from?
Our volunteers from So Chicago Community Church helped us make all these wonderful signs. Yeah. With the donations from a grant from Constellation Energy and a donation from Chicago Flower and Garden Show. Mm-hmm. They gave us the rocks, and we got the art markers from Constellation. Cool. Back there is all irises. Mm-hmm. These are all irises. We're checking my microphone. All irises, more lily of the valley, some daylilies. These daylilies, although daylilies can be a little marching, these are sort of well reserved, and they have a wonderful scent. The geranium has already bloomed, as has the pomonium.
Pomonium is where?
That's the Jacob's ladder, that pretty variegated
Gotcha.
stuff. And then this is northern sea oats, which is going to be beautiful with its knotty.
That's a grass.
It's a grass,
correct?
an ornamental.
Cool.
It's a native grass, yes. That is a oak leaf hydrangea, and then we're going to just do a little wave by.
Oh, so we're okay. So now we're going to the.
We're going to the south side because we're here.
Okay.
This is where people will be standing.
Okay.
This is a bellflower. Again, we just left it in because it was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And back in here, we've got some asters.
So that's an aster.
That's the aster.
Wow,
Yeah, it's
they're
a little
tall.
wild. Yeah, it's a native, natural. It's natural form. It's not sheared down to be bushy. A nice cluster of Joe Pye weed here. There was some phlox. It came up, bloomed, and then we had to pull it back because it was falling over.
Okay.
That's that pomonium again. And in the distance, there's more of that grass.
That's the oat grass?
The northern sea oats.
Gotcha.
So we sort of repeated what we've done in this corner over here because these are our shade plants.
And speaking of pollinators, we might as well...
The stars of the show.
Come on out. Come on out of your trailer. See if I can get him here or her. No, him, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with him.
Oh, come on out. Wow, he is really working hard in there.
Those are bells. They're huge. You see?
He's in there someplace. Yep, he's way down in there.
Got him?
If you hold tight, maybe I can even zoom in.
Oh, he's coming out.
Yep, I got him zooming out, and then your thumb.
And my
All right.
And then this is a wonderful solidago. It handles some shade. It's called elm leafed.
This one?
Yep, it's a goldenrod. It makes a beautiful yellow flower later on. All right, so we're just going to take you around. We're going to do a...
We coming down to the street side of the center?
We're going down the street side.
Okay.
You have a nice path here. Our interns last year installed this brick path. The bricks were a donation from Krugel Cobble. And I'm noticing that one is reversed. We have to spell the wrong way.
It's rab instead of bar.
Again, we have that, as I mentioned, we're repeating. Phlox, the variegated Jacob's ladder.
What is this guy?
That is a barberry, and
Okay.
I will preface it with, some do feel that barberry is invasive. This was planted 5 or 6 years ago, before it was becoming more of an issue. We don't have an issue here, but some do. Okay.
Good to know.
This is again that.
What do we have here?
That is sedum. That's an autumn joy sedum. Again, that was here already, as was the hosta.
Okay.
This
the
one.
hosta is on the other side of the rock. So.
Yeah, and that's the one that has the little blue flowers spiking up from it.
Cool.
Right there. Right there. And next to it over here.
Oh, wow. Got it.
Yeah. Next to it over here, this is common ironweed.
Okay.
Common ironweed. This here is, again, we're repeating. So we've got that elm leafed solidago, and we've goldenrod, and we've got that aster. This is diarrhea.
This one here?
Yeah, bush honeysuckle.
Okay.
Behind that ironweed, let me get my finger in. Back there is monkey flower, and then next to the monkey flower is great blue lobelia, which is related to...
In the pot?
No, the lower ones, like over like here, right there, those lower ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then in the pots is more that apple mint. And then this is golden Alexander here. We have ground cover throughout. Ruellia, the wild petunia. And then we have not native, but it's, I don't remember the cultivar,
Spirea.
forgive me, but it is a spirea, but the bees love it, so we left it here. This is more of that monkey flower that we mentioned. It's further in the center. We have some here that is...
the different types of pollinators that we're attracting.
So that's
here.
the spirea we're on.
Yep.
Right here is
Okay.
the monkey flower again. This is the native spiderwort. Look how tall it is. It's like 3.5 feet tall. It's wonderful. This is a ratibida, the yellow coneflower.
Okay.
Around we come again. The ground cover down here is moss phlox.
Okay.
This is more asters. This is got a label, New Jersey tea. You'll see the label.
There we go.
Yep.
Cool.
And then if we focus on the center, you can better see that, let's see.
Why don't we start with the big pot
The
there?
big pot is, that's going to hold herbs,
Okay.
some annuals for us that they're not in yet. Just behind the pot over here is that great blue lobelia.
Okay.
In front of the pot this way is agastache. You may see a little white daisy-like guy somewhere like in here and somewhere over here. That's chamomile. It's dotted throughout.
Oh, that's cool.
German chamomile.
Is that annual or perennial?
Well, it's supposed to be perennial, and some of it made it.
Cool.
Yeah. We leave a little clover just because clover's good. We have those 2 penstemons again, and look at this guy. You can see his corbicula, and you can see how he's collecting. He's going in there, getting the nectar and the pollen. Once he gets the pollen all over, their little bodies, then they scrape it down into their corbicula.
That's cool. Hang on, my cable is, my
Oh,
microphone
its
wire's
microphone
stuck enough.
is troubled.
So what are these white tall
This
flowers
is penstemon
Okay.
digitalis.
Okay.
And you'll see the difference. These guys have a hint of pink.
Okay.
When you turn to the right, the penstemon hirsutus has purple flowers.
Cool.
They're related, but the flowers are slightly different. And we have a little lavender and thyme here.
So lavender is in
Oh, I'm sorry.
the
Forgive
pot
me.
that is the...
That's incorrect.
That's incorrect.
Lavender's here.
Okay. So down on the left
This
here.
is lavender. Rosemary and lavender are very similar, and I just referred to it
And
incorrectly.
then let's just keep
this
going
is
this way.
Liatris cobalt. This one has a label.
Okay, down here.
Yep. And
Okay.
then that's rosemary. I was incorrect. I spoke too soon. Rosemary, and then the thyme is the ground cover all in the back.
That would be this stuff here.
Yeah.
Great.
And then this is a pasture rose, a native
So as we
Illinois
move to
rose.
the left. Oh, cool. And we have some buds coming, but I do want to get a...
Yeah, look at the beautiful flower. And it smells lovely. If you can bend over and smell it, go for it.
Here, see if you can smell it at home. Oh, wow, look at the pollinators in there.
Yeah.
There's 3 bees of
So
some
no